definitely, we have to say congratulations are in order for the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, as I am here at the HR Media Control Room, UStreamRadio.com. For those who don't know, in Baltimore, Maryland. Before we even get started, congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. Make sure that you log on to UStreamRadio.com. Original television and audio programs, and so much more. Log on today for your chance to win a Cashland prize pack. Let me go right now, of course, the Jammer. How you doing, sir?
Well, we're world champions. How do you think I'm doing? I mean, what a magical moment in Baltimore sports history, Diamond K. What a magical moment. What a last ride for Ray. Just, that Lombardi trophy is coming back to Baltimore, and it's just a magical moment for the city of Baltimore, man. It's just magical. That's all I can think. Unbelievable. History-making, if you will.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, as we are broadcasting from Baltimore, they are outside blowing horns, and the celebration definitely underway. I'm not going to say that it was not a nail-biter down to the end.
Well, it seemed like once Beyonce's halftime show was over and she turned out the power with that awesome performance, the Ravens defense kind of got a little long, a little long-winded. But I felt comfortable. I thought we had put up enough points on the board offensively. I had trust in the defense. I'm glad we held the last offensive drive from the 49ers, who put up a great effort, played a great game. Some weird and wacky stuff. Remind you that John Harbaugh took 3 points off the board with that trick play by the catcher, Justin Tucker, that didn't work out. So we would have been a little more comfortable at that point. But it was a typical ugly Baltimore, Lexington market, half and half chicken box win.
So you had a problem with the call that did not result in the first down?
Well, I mean, it's almost a case of, if I know now what I knew then. I mean, I thought it was, gutsy, but we had momentum then. But those 3 points, would have played crucial in the end, and I guess they did, but it really didn't because we had a cushion. Defense came back, got their second win, if you will, once Beyonce got dressed. And we were able to bring home a championship, the Lombardi Trophy, back to Baltimore. And I love Bisciotti. I'm thinking of Art Modell, Don Schaefer, and I'm an old fogey sports fan in Baltimore, and the Orioles start next Tuesday. So let's keep this thing going. Buckle up. This is great, man. This is wonderful.
Absolutely. The power outage. I was thinking that the fix was in. Clearly, a lot of the commentators, most of the commentators, were definitely for the 49ers.
You felt that way?
Well,
Baltimore, we as Baltimoreans, we tend to be, they're picking on us again. But who gives a damn what they thought? Because at the end of the day, they were for the 49ers. They're awful sad. I thought I thought it was down the middle. The play was so exciting on the field. Jim Nance and Phil Simms really didn't hold my attention. I heard them running off at the mouth, but that's what they do. But the play on the field was just so exhausting. The run back by Jacoby, all that stuff. That long throw that Flacco made to Jacoby, that took like forever to get to him.
Yeah.
And he made it, got up and scored. And that's just gut-wrenching. If I was mayor of Baltimore, I would have everyone off tomorrow. Because this was exhausting, man. This was exhausting. Physically, it was off. It was just exhausting. But it was a good win. It was a struggle win. It's a win that they can be very proud of. Yeah, that WWE, Vince McMahon, let's turn out some of the lights and bring in another Undertaker. I thought about that when the lights went out.
Yeah,
but
maybe the shield
then I started saying, oh, my God, we don't need no kind of, God forbid, some kind of attack or what the hell's going on here. Then when the announcers got real quiet, I'm like, oh, God, what are they being told? Because, they wear an earpiece.
Absolutely.
But it was, just a power outage. It's, even through all of that, man, Ray Lewis and the boys bringing it back home, bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Baltimore, and I couldn't be more happier for the city and just for the entire state. And Steeler fans, this is how you do it. This is how you get it done. I gave the Steeler fan, I do a radio show on Q1370, I gave the Steeler fans an assignment. I wanted them to tell me the best Super Bowl ad, but it was just a great win for the Ravens, man. I mean, now it's time for the parade.
Yes, definitely. The big parade and big celebrations and all of that stuff in order. There were a lot of rumors about Ray maybe not checking out. I think he can definitely retire in peace and harmony. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's going out on a high note. The antler spray, all that stuff is just not going to come into play. It's just a great win for the Ravens, and and on top of this, another good weekend. Jonathan Ogden, for God's sakes, is going into the NFL Hall of Fame. It's just been a great last 2 weeks, great season for the Ravens. To be truthful, and I'm just excited for the organization and Ozzie Newsome, who was Art Modell's right-hand man, who's still running the organization, making good draft picks, and Bisciotti for letting everybody do the job, and John Harbaugh, who's some unknown special team coach from the Eagles, who's come to Baltimore, made the playoffs ever since he's been a damn head coach, and finally winning it. And, of course, Joe Cool. Number 5. I was hard on Joe Flacco. He shut me up.
And a lot of other people.
I was hard on Joe. Give that man his money. And he's a franchise quarterback. He shut us up. And he still did it Joe Cool style. Still not a whole nother I told you so. He just got out there, that Goomer Powell thing, and it's just good for him. I guess he's going to Disney World, or where they go, Disneyland, Disney World, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well,
number 5, this is his team. And Anquan Bolden, man, and Jim Caldwell. You can just go on and on with this organization. Keep in mind, we changed offensive coordinators. What is Cam Cameron drinking tonight? Is there enough milk in his house?
310-982-4210. Let's take a call real quick and then come back with some more thoughts. Definitely caller from the 269 area code. I hope you're a Ravens fan, but I mean, if you're a 49ers fan, it's okay.
Hey, it's David from Michigan, and I am not a 49ers fan.
Okay.
Because, especially after World Series last year, definitely not a San Fran fan.
What
I hear you. How about that, beating your Tigers? I got you. I can understand your frustration with San Francisco.
Yeah, how about that power outage, though? I mean, geez.
How about that? I mean, I guess that's going to be investigated and talked about on, all these sports shows and, all the news programs. I guess it'll make 2020 or whatever. What happened to the lights at the Superdome? But I don't know. I mean, that place has been through a lot, and it's not a new building. So I don't know. I guess they're going to look into what caused that. I mean, right there on the big main stage for the NFL, after having a great last 2 weeks and a great game and a great halftime show, everything was great. up until the lights went out in New Orleans. That sounds like a record.
Absolutely, definitely. Thank you for the call. It's just that with the halftime show, a lot of talk about this and that, and Destiny's Child on, not on. Glad to see the ladies. Did you notice that the mics were kind of low for the rest of Destiny's Child?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I thought Beyonce, Jay-Z, Knowles planted herself as a major superstar. She always was a major superstar, but of course, the lip singing situation at the inauguration of President Barack Obama. But whatever the situation and circumstances that was, she redeemed herself in a big way, and also she proved to me that, she is true to her word, and she's not leaving her two friends that, grew up with her and came along on a ride. She didn't need Michelle or the other girl. What's the other girl name?
Kelly Rowland.
Kelly. She really didn't have to do that. But, because I don't, she really didn't. But, I guess maybe back when they were growing up or something, if one of them said, if we ever do the Super Bowl, we're all going. And she stuck to it. They looked good. They stayed out there for a substantial amount of time. Beyonce really is going to get a lot of praise for her performance at the Super Bowl this year. I guess some of the conservative people thought, maybe a little risque with the dress or whatever, but back to the cornfields. I thought it was an absolutely great, powerful performance by Beyonce, and she was singing live. Ain't no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That
was all the way live. All, when I say all, I mean all the way live. And then she said something to the white boys. So there you go.
Oh wow, you are in rare form tonight. Also, I thought it was a very nice way to start it off with the choir from Connecticut, with Jennifer Hudson as well.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson. I missed some of that. I guess I'll look at some of these, you missed these shows. I don't know, but I missed that, and I was coming from radio station here to Jamland, but I missed Alicia Keys too. But of course, everything's played over and over and over, so I'll see it. But I saw a kickoff, and I saw the Ravens lift up that Lombardi Trophy. It was just a great night, and you can hear the people downtown Baltimore just celebrating. It's going to go on for a while, possibly until the team get back here, man. So, Baltimore has done this. The Ravens have done this city proud again. It's 12 years. It's been 12 years since we've done
earned.
it. We've got two trophies. We've got two trophies in the little bit of time that they've been here. You think about some of the organizations like the San Diegos and the, for God's sakes, the Detroits, and who hasn't tasted this thing in a while. And the Ravens, got here in 96. 96. And, we got two. I say let's go for three. Just what a great win. But let's savor this victory. Let's enjoy all of the, festivities that still to come. And let's ride Ray Lewis out of here like the champion he is. Number 52. He's up there with the greats, the Johnny Hughes, the Brookses, and the Franks Robinsons, and the Jim Palmers, and the Art Donovans in this area. Ray Lewis is right up in the Cal Ripkins. Ray is right on that mantle, man. He is, he's somebody the kids can tell their grandkids, people can tell their grandkids about. I mean, the Ray Lewis era. He is Baltimore. He is Ravens football. And, we're all champions tonight.
Absolutely. And it definitely feels really good. Shifting conversation for one moment. I wanted to get, and I know this is supposed to be all Super Bowl talk, really quick, your thoughts on your guy and my guy capturing the WWE title, former football player turned wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
who had a big commercial tonight, got no commercial during the Super Bowl. So what more can you say about that guy? He's a superstar. Yeah, let's see where it goes from here. You know, he's over. He don't need the strap. But let's see where it goes. It's going to be a good build-up for WrestleMania, him and Cena. But I guess the biggest news is where's Brock Lesnar going to go, and where's this going to go? And how great was Paul Heyman in the ring when he was in the corner all hunched over asking and begging Brock to not do this? I mean, how great is Heyman? I just tell you, man, I looked at it for Paul. But, yeah, everything's all set, man. The road to WrestleMania is being constructed, and they're going to sell out that place up there in Jersey. And let's see what happens. It should be good. I mean, it should be real good. I think I had hit you on your Facebook page there, Diamond K, about maybe a Ryback-Lesnar matchup. You know,
I'm thinking they may go. That may happen. That may happen because what else are you going to do with Brock? Well, I mean, I guess Brock and Triple H.
But then I think Ryback is also getting into a feud with, I can't think of who it is, but I think it's that U.S. champion, Asario, the guy that I think is real good. You know, but I don't think that'll hold up at WrestleMania. So, you know. That might hold up to the next pay-per-view. We have one more, I think, before WrestleMania.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber.
There you go.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, the celebration is underway. I'm a little hoarse. And, I mean, I was hollering and screaming. It's just, I've just seen things and, you know, plays and just domination and momentum. And we saw the lights go out. We saw momentum shift. But then momentum came back, and boom, time just literally ran out on the 49ers, who played a great game.
Definitely played a great game. Definitely played a great game.
You know, back to the Bay.
I still think that they can hold their heads high. They gave it the old college try, and definitely left it all on the field.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. That young quarterback for the 49ers, that Kaepernick, he's going to be around for a while, you know, and they believed in him. They sat down Alex Smith, and he took him within striking distance of the championship.
Definitely.
So it's just,
and he's going to get one under his belt one day.
Sure, no doubt about it. He's headed in the right direction. But a win. The Baltimore Ravens are world champions tonight of the National Football League. The Lombardi Trophy will rest in Charm City. How about that? And what's the name of our mayor? What's her name? Stephanie Rawlings Blues. What's her name? Blake.
Okay.
Sorry.
Blake. She's a house music fan, you know.
She's down there. I mean, I'm just happy for everybody. Mine O'Malley, Stephanie Rawlings, Blake. I know her name. That's just a running joke. But everybody, the city, the officials, all the people that pay that, you know, PSL price to go down there to the games and the winning streak at home, just that kicker, Justin Tucker, you know, he can get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and kick it through the uprights. So it's just, you know, it's just a good feeling, man. We are the best in the world tonight.
Absolutely.
February 3rd, 2013.
It's a new era. It's a new era.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Joe Flacco is among the elite quarterbacks at this time.
Is Joe Flacco. He's quiet. He's unassuming. You know, a little awkward. You know, he's from Delaware. He's a Delaware guy. You know, what else has come out of Delaware? But Joe Flacco. How about that?
What can you say? Of course, definitely. The Jammer. How can people reach you on the social networking?
All right, Jammer Daniels. You can hit me on Facebook, Jammer Daniels, please. Add me as a friend. And also, I'm on Q1370.com every Sunday from 2 until 6 p.m., and that's going to be expanding real soon. You'll probably you'll get tired of hearing me on that station. It's a lot of things happening. We play Baltimore's greatest hits. I do a classic soul and a little bit more type show, and it's a lot of fun. And, of course, WPBradio.com. I'll be resuming my show on WPBradio.com. And and of course, the Wrestling Talk with Diamond K, the Kalish. So,
Absolutely.
There you go. Let's go celebrate, man. Let's get off of here, Diamond. I'll talk to you soon.
Let's do that. Very, very good. Definitely thank you.
All right, man. Take care, Ravens, champions.
All right.